We teach a five-step action plan for building wealth. The first part is getting control of your debt. A lot of people, whether it's debt from a failed business, whether it's debt from medical expenses, student loans, credit card debt, a lot of people are saddled with a ridiculous amount of debt, which makes it very difficult for them to pay their bills. So we always say get control of the debt. And you can do that by restructuring your debt to lower interest rate credit cards, lower interest rate loans. If you are a person and let's say you're more than 20% of your take-home pay is going toward debt, you're probably a candidate for credit counseling or perhaps even a debt management plan. And they can reduce your monthly expenses in terms of the amount that you're paying out to creditors. And sometimes they can also lower the amount that you owe. So that can be a great option. Those are some great options for people to get control of their debt. The next thing is build up that cash reserve. And you want to move your money into a higher interest rate checking, savings, or money market account. A lot of people have money that's sitting in a shoebox, in a change bottle, or, under the mattress, any of that kind of stuff, or even just in a local bank that isn't paying much interest. But you can go online, and we do have a lot of great resources, again, free resources on our website, barronseries.com, in that resources section, where you can find many of the highest interest rate checking, savings, and money market accounts in the country. So that'll be a way that you can get your money into some higher yielding accounts and pick up an extra couple $100s a year, a minimum, just in interest for not doing anything. The third thing is putting in place a long-term investment portfolio. Most people, by putting in place a long-term investment portfolio, can have hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, by the time they retire. We also have a great chart on the website, barronseries.com, that talks about at every age how much you would need to invest, approximately how much you would need to invest in order to have $1 million by the time you retire. So that's a great chart. Also, if you have children or grandchildren, to start putting some money aside, whether that's in some type of education, IRA, or just a long-term investment account for them, so you can set them up to be millionaires as well. The fourth thing is developing a cash flow portfolio where you learn to create and acquire assets that produce income, and that income will eventually surpass your expenses. That way you own your time, and you can retire in your 20s or your 30s using things like direct sales, coming up with intellectual property. These are all great things that will help you begin to build wealth. On to that fifth piece, which is what we're big advocates of, and I think 2010 is the year of the entrepreneur. So look at starting your own business, whether that's a small business, home business, or something much larger.